All right. Today we are going over the lockup rules. So lockup rules, once you do it a few times, it gets kind of simple. We'll roll through some examples. So right here we've got two hunters and one Jaeger. Let's say the Jaeger is trying to break away. It's the Jaeger's turn and it wants to move away from these guys. I can't quite get everybody in base contact in TTS, the simulation here. So I'll just say, okay, they're in base contact. If the Jaeger wants to break away, it rolls on his piloting skill versus the hunter's piloting skill. It will roll 2 die. Each hunter will roll 3 die because there's an extra hunter there that adds a die. So let's take a look at what that would look like. Now, the Jaeger has to do it twice. It has to win against both hunters. So first we would roll once against, say, this hunter. They both roll a 6. The margin of success of 0 is a tie. The tie goes to the model trying to break away. So against the first hunter, this Jaeger can break away. And the second hunter, it cannot. So now it's stuck in place. Since it tried to break away, it automatically assumes combat speed. So no pluses or minuses. It can't choose to brace later. It can, however, choose to turn. It just can't move. So no such thing as it stays in base contact and moves around because, key point, it cannot move. It's stuck in place. Had it won its roll, then it would be able to break away. So where is the lockup rules useful? Well, if I have like a large tank or something back here, let's say I have a Navy Aller, naval support Aller, a northern tank back here. I don't want that Jaeger getting close to it and using its knife or anything. So I could lock him up with these two hunters to slow him down so he can't therefore run around him and get to that Aller. If there's like 8 Jaegers and they're all making a beeline for that Aller, well, I can use the hunters to try to block as many as I can. And ideally, as long as I'm getting them to roll on that breakaway, I'm going to hopefully break up the assault at least somewhat. Uh, Guaranteed? No. And of course, other models are good at locking up other things. For example, a Jaguar with the Brawler trait, because Brawlers will add another die too. So like, let's say this was a Jaguar, and it had Brawler 2 trait. Just by itself, without help, going up against this Jaeger, it would be rolling 4 die against the Jaeger's 2. The Jaeger would be rolling on 4s. The Jaguar, of course, would be rolling on 3s. And that's about what it would look like. You'd get or the 6 is the high roll. The 2 5s add to it, making it an 8. And of course, the Jaeger just rolled a 4. The 3 doesn't add because it's a 4-up piloting. And so you can kind of see how that Jaguar with Brawler 2 has that advantage.